Hey guys, welcome back to episode 5 of Full Phone Collection. We're resuming back here. Alright, let's get started. Nokia 3, this phone does not turn on. I mean, this screen doesn't show up anymore. Alright. Alcatel One Touch Pop C7, this thing boot loops, but still works. iPhone 6s, this thing doesn't have a battery. I mean, it does, but it has an iPhone 6 battery. It still works, though. Here we have a Samsung U600. This phone does not have a flex cable. I mean, the flex cable is broken. Maxcom MM236. This thing is snapped by me. Here we have a Samsung Galaxy A20e. It works on Android 11, I believe, or Android 10. I don't know. iPhone 6s Plus. It does not work. I mean, I don't know if the screen works. Oh, look. Battery. External battery. And this shitty smartwatch. Next up, we have a LG U8120. It works, but it shows code after. So I transferred it to a U8330 motherboard and it doesn't work. It only shows a white screen though. iHunt i1 3G 2020. It's missing the screen and speaker. Okay, sorry about that. iPhone 6. This screen doesn't work and it has no battery. God damn, my face is itching. Samsung E2121B. It oops. Still works though. Samsung P910. It doesn't turn on. Maybe it's because of the keyboard, subboard, or the motherboard itself. God knows. Alright. Gigabyte G Smart Array R3. You know Gigabyte, the PC company, the PC parts company? Yeah, they make phones as well. They made. Next up, we have a Chinese ripoff here. It works, but it has a bad touchscreen. It has the Nokia N series startup. Nokia 1800. I didn't notice that the buttons went missing. Holy crap, look at that dirt. Samsung Galaxy A21s. This thing, I think, works. I ripped out the gold pins right here. Are they important? Motorola G31. This phone works, but has a bad screen. And I don't know if it's password locked. Here we have an AllView A5 AZ. This thing has a bad screen. And boot loops as well. Nokia 5230. It's missing battery pins and this right here. And power button, but should be easy. I think yeah, whatever. Here we have a Samsung Galaxy S5 Mini. This phone has a bad AMOLED. Here we have a Samsung Galaxy X Cover 3. We have a bad AMOLED again. Vodafone Smart for Fun. It's really not fun because it only shows the charging LED and that's it. Here we have a Sage Mi 400V. It just, the keyboard lights up, but the screen doesn't when it's plugged in. And it's not, I think it's motherboard issue. Here we have an Alcatel OT918D. It works. No, wait, it has bad pins on the motherboard. Next up, we have a Vodafone 225. It has a bad screen. Nokia C3. This phone works, but doesn't have a keyboard cover, and the D-pad and select button is broken. It remains of the iPhone 6s Plus screen. Samsung Galaxy J5 2017. This phone has a bad AMOLED. Samsung Galaxy S2. I destroyed it because it doesn't work on Android 2. It runs on it's on Android 2.3.4. Here we have a Nokia C3. It works, but it has a bad touchscreen. Here we have a Blackview BV9700 Pro. I don't know if it works, but As we can tell by physically, we have a bad USB-C port and bad screen. Nokia X3 -02. This phone, I don't remember. It has a bad touchscreen though. Yeah. Here we have an Orange Cliff on Firefox OS. Could be whatever, because the touchscreen screen's bad. Here we have a Motorola V360. This phone has a bad flex cable, and it's kind of jacked up. Here we have a Siemens A31. This phone works, but has a bad screen. It's on Vodafone as well. Siemens A50. This phone has a Connex. It has a blank screen. LG KU580. Yeah, this phone is missing everything. New everything with this phone. Maybe just replace the entire phone then. Here we have a Nokia 1100. This thing is missing a screen. It works, but the SIM card sometimes rejects. Here we have parts of the S3100 motherboard, subboard. It's snapped in half due to the bad hinge. Holy crap. We have an E250i with an E251 motherboard. Look how it looks. You can't even slide it up. I love the E250i, but yeah. I'm buying a new casing and flex cable. Here we have a Nokia N95, 8GB model. This phone has a bad flex cable, and it's missing the multimedia buttons. Here we have the iPhone 5S. This phone has a bad screen. Here we have a BlackBerry Curve 8520 on Movistar. It's stuck halfway startup. Here we have a Mobistel phone. It's made with Swarovski zirconia. Nice. It doesn't work. Here we have a Nokia 2330C. It just shuts off after we exit the date and time. Here's the remains of the N95 8GB model. It's missing this. Oh god. Here we have a Nokia 1616-2. It does not turn on. Could be due to capacitors. Here we have a Qbot R9. This thing has a bad backlight, or I don't even know if it works. Here we have a Sony Xperia phone. It won't turn on whatsoever. Like, it shows the charging LED, then it vibrates and the LED immediately goes out. Here you have an Alvia A6 Duo. This phone works. No, wait, it does not turn on. iPhone 5C. This phone has a bad touchscreen, but it works. No, it has a bad touchscreen chip, and the screen's bad. Here we have a Vodafone Smart E9. Yep, it's the E9. Has a bad screen. LG Shine. This phone has a bad screen and keyboard covers missing. iPhone 5S. This phone has a bad screen. I think also a bad motherboard. I don't remember. Here we have a Samsung Galaxy J5 2015. Has a bad AMOLED. Might remove it soon. Here we have a Vodafone Smart 4 Power. This one is the defected one. If you've been a long time fan of the channel, you may remember it. I destroyed it in an attempt of, yeah. Here we have a Nokia C2-01. Whenever we exit the date and time menu screen, it just exits out, and yeah, it just goes black screen, and then shows a white screen for a few seconds before it repeats it again until we have to turn it on again. We have an NEC phone this time, the N343i. It does not turn on. Would have been cool if it turned on. Here we have a Nokia 220. This phone does not turn on. Failed repair. Here we have an HTC Wizard 100. This phone does not turn on. Here we have an Alcatel One Touch Idol 8. This phone has a bad screen. Oh god. Here we have a Sony Ericsson K500i. It has a bad screen. Can my face stop itching? and it's burning as well. Here you have an LG phone. This is the LG E900, I believe. Yep, it's the E900. It does not turn on. AllView L5 Lite. I might sell this phone once I take out the micro USB port and put it to my working one that doesn't not have one. Here I have a Nokia 2630C. It works, but it doesn't have a screen nor buttons. Here we have a Nokia E51. It doesn't have a screen nor keypad. Here we have a Nokia Asha 302. The D-pad and select button's broken, and it also has a bad screen. LG U8330. It works, but it doesn't have the hinge and the subboard. Samsung Galaxy J3 2017. This used to be my main phone, but recently I tried charging it. It won't turn on anymore. Here we have a Sony Ericsson T100. It does not work. Nokia 3310. It does not work. And to end off the episode, we have a Samsung Galaxy S4. It works, but has a bad AMOLED. I might change it to a red edition one. So that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys in episode 6. See ya.